Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between the hills, there was a young man named Ariv. He was known for his hard work and kind heart, but there was one thing that set him apart: his deep belief in the power of respect. Ariv had learned early in life that respect wasn't just a word, but a force that could change lives. The village had a tradition. Every year, the villagers would gather to celebrate a grand festival. The festival included music, dancing, food, and a contest where the bravest and most skilled villagers would compete in challenges to prove their worth. The prize for winning was a large sum of money and the title of champion of the village. One year, as the festival approached, there was a newcomer to the village. Her name was Mira, a quiet and reserved woman who had recently moved from a neighboring town. She didn't speak much, and at first, the villagers assumed she was shy or simply uninterested in joining their festivities. Ariv noticed her sitting alone near the marketplace, watching the preparations for the festival. He walked over to her, his eyes filled with curiosity. "You don't seem like someone who enjoys festivals," he said with a smile. "Are you planning to join us?" Mira hesitated but then looked up. "I'm not sure if I belong," she said softly. "I don't know anyone here, and I don't think I have anything special to offer." Ariv's face brightened, and he sat down beside her. "The festival isn't just about winning or being the best," he explained. "It's about coming together, sharing with others, and respecting who we all are. You might be surprised by how much you bring to the table, just by being yourself." Intrigued but still uncertain, Mira agreed to participate in the festival, though she didn't know what her role would be. The day of the festival arrived, and the village square was buzzing with excitement. Colorful flags fluttered in the breeze, children ran around, and the sound of drums filled the air. The first challenge was a race, followed by archery, a strength contest, and a storytelling competition. Ariv competed in the race, showing off his athleticism, and soon others joined in to take part in the various events. Mira, however, chose to observe quietly from the sidelines. As the festival went on, it was clear that Ariv wasn't just competing to win. He was cheering for everyone. When a young girl struggled with the archery contest, Ariv was the first to offer advice, showing her the right way to hold the bow. When an elderly man struggled to lift a heavy stone for the strength contest, Ariv helped him, lifting the stone together. Finally, it was time for the storytelling competition. People from all walks of life gathered to share their tales, and when it was Mira's turn, she hesitated. The others had shared stories of bravery, adventure, and success. Mira felt like her life was too quiet to have anything interesting to say. But Ariv, noticing her hesitation, nodded at her with a reassuring smile. "Tell them your story, Mira. We're all here to listen. Everyone's story is important." With a deep breath, Mira began to speak. She shared a story about how, when she was a young girl, she had lived in a large city full of noise and competition. But in the city, she had learned that the most powerful thing she could offer was respect. She had respected her family, her friends, and even strangers. It was this respect that had allowed her to build meaningful relationships and make a difference, even in small ways. As she spoke, the villagers listened intently, captivated by her words. They were moved by how her simple yet powerful message resonated with their own lives. The room grew quiet, not because of the lack of noise, but because everyone was reflecting on their own actions. When Mira finished, there was a moment of silence. Then, one by one, the villagers began to clap. Some even stood up, nodding in admiration. Ariv walked up to her after the story. "You see? You have more to offer than you think," he said with a warm smile. "Respect is a power that binds us all. It's not about showing strength or winning every time. It's about recognizing the value in everyone around you and lifting them up." Mira smiled, her heart swelling with warmth. She had never felt so seen, so understood. The festival continued, and though she didn't win the competition, she had won something much more important, the respect and admiration of the entire village. As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the village, Arav turned to Mira and said, "It's not about being the best. It's about making others feel that they matter. That's the true power of respect." From that day on, the village grew stronger, united not by competition, but by a shared belief in the power of respect. And Mira, once a quiet observer, became one of the village's most respected leaders, using her story and her heart to guide others toward kindness, understanding, and the deep strength that comes from respecting one another. And so, the village learned that respect wasn't just an act, it was a force that could transform lives.